On my very first night working at the bar, I caught the attention of a wealthy lady. She didn't show her intentions directly, just quietly wrote down my employee number and left with a faint, mysterious smile on her lips. Not long after, the head of security called my name and assigned me to serve a VIP named Annie. But the one I was supposed to look after wasn't Annie. Herself, it was a bottle of wine marked with her personal number, and that number was bottle number 9. The rules were crystal clear. If anything happened to that bottle, my job would end right there. I had no idea what Annie was planning, but since the rules were set, I had to play by them. Guarding a bottle of wine didn't sound that hard anyway. When I followed the team into the private room, the scene in front of me was surprising. Several middle-aged ladies were playing games with handsome young men, while Annie sat alone in the corner talking on the phone. All the wine bottles were frozen inside clear blocks of ice. I quietly stood next to bottle number 9 and watched things unfold. Suddenly, the deputy team leader called me outside and accused me of being unprofessional. He claimed he had never served Annie, so how could a rookie like me get the job? As he spoke, he yanked off my number 9 badge and pinned it on himself. Honestly, that worked perfectly for me. I had been wondering how to get out of this mess. But when Annie noticed that the person guarding bottle 9 had changed, she slowly walked up to the deputy. She gently tapped the number on his badge, and the deputy thought she was showing interest in him, completely unaware that Annie was already angry. She picked up the bottle he was supposed to protect, checked the number, and said coldly that maybe she had misread it. Before anyone could react, the priceless wine was smashed onto the floor. Just as she grabbed a second bottle, the floor leader who once set me up suddenly appeared to stop her. Trying to win Annie's favor, he suggested playing a bottle-choosing game, with the loser fulfilling one wish of the winner. Annie picked out 2 bottles, but the floor leader chose one more, saying he'd take on all 3 at once. His bold proposal only made Annie more excited. To pump up the guards, the floor leader pulled out a thick stack of cash as a reward. The guards were fired up, confident that the skinny floor leader didn't stand a chance, but they had no idea who they were dealing with. He took them down with ease, pinning one guard onto the table while casually popping open a bottle of wine. Even faced with such a scene, Annie wasn't afraid at all, in fact. Her eyes lit up with excitement. The guards, unwilling to accept defeat, charged again, but they were knocked down a second time, each ending up with a broken arm. Annie watched everything unfold, and a look of pure fascination slowly spread across her face.